Oh, baby. Welcome to This Is Overtime here on OSN. Stands for Ottawa Sports Now. And right now, who cares about the Sens winning another game? Who cares about two defensemen going down? The Big Mac combo is here. Zach McGibbon in Belleville. How are you, Zachary?
I'm doing pretty good. Who knew that I would be needed for my Belleville insights after this game? But I'm glad to be here tonight. Yeah. I know you're waving your hand, Lieber Sage, but I don't even think you knew that two defensemen were going to be down.
No. Steve McKenzie, also with us. Zach, when you are the leader of the show, you are the guy that runs things. You are the Triple H of the WWE. You have to think ahead. You have to think down the line. I'm not thinking about today, thinking about tomorrow.
Well, here's the thing, Lee. Which one of us is Road Dogg then in this scenario?
Well,
between you two. I know.
Actually, it's not. It's about you, and you're probably not going to be here tomorrow.
No, I won't.
Nope. Look, okay, the Ottawa Senators. Okay.
Anyways,
you got to look down the line, and we wanted Zach on the show because of his good looks, because of his entertaining point of view. Like, he's got so many good things going for him. But as the leader of a show like this, I knew that we needed to dig deep into the Belleville, and we're going to have to dig deep into the Belleville arsenal of defensemen with what happened tonight. But 2-1, the Ottawa Senators, most importantly, got 2 points and are now 2 points back of the New York Islanders for the second wild card spot with a game in hand. In between them, the Detroit Red Wings, of course, Ottawa in Detroit tomorrow. So people will be excited about that, but less excited about the news that came down. And we'll find out here from Travis Green coming up soon, but it does not look good. JT Miller with a slash on the wrist arm area of Thomas Chabot. And he has had wrist injuries, 2.5 years of dealing with that kind of stuff.
Not on the good wrist.
No,
the one you'd want.
On the right wrist.
Yep.
And
in the wrong spot.
It, to me, and Andy Petrillo said it well on the broadcast, that with this type of injury, she went to them and said, Travis Green will give an update on his timeline after the game, and said, that's not good.
No.
Because if a coach has an update, you know what they're like in any situation. Yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. And, they don't give you anything.
No.
So if Travis Green is giving a timeline, that is not good news.
Zero optimism.
A less important story, but still in tonight's game, it did affect them. Lassie Thompson had to leave the game with a lower body injury, and they were down to 4 defensemen
after the first.
Yeah, because it was early in the second that happened. And he tried to play through it a little bit and couldn't, and then left the game in the second period. So, Zach McGibbon, we're going to start with you here.
Okay,
let's get to it. What are the possibilities? What are the scenarios that the Ottawa Senators have, especially with a game tomorrow night? Now their most important game of the year looks like it's going to come with no Chabot or Sanderson in the lineup. What can they do?
Well, they could go to Belleville and look to try and call up some guys, and you would think, oh, well, you got to go a little deeper into the Belleville roster to try and get somebody. But I mean, they called up Lassie Thompson last week or whatever, and so you'd think, oh, there's some depth there that they could try and go for the next guy. I could tell you that in terms of some of the available left shot defensemen, just go look at the left shot defenseman here for a moment. The one that would be available would be Tomas Hamara, who is kind of playing his first full AHL season. He had been splitting some time last year between he had played for Brantford and then played in the AHL after that, now playing his first full season. And I can tell you with Tomas Hamara, he has not been playing first or second D pair minutes. It's been a lot of third pair minutes when it comes to Hamara. And he's got 2 goals this season for the Belleville Sens. So there's that. I know some might be looking at a Samuel Bolduc, who they acquired, but he has played in the NHL. But the problem is they acquired Bolduc after the AHL trade deadline, after the NHL trade deadline. And the rule is you can't have somebody who's on an NHL contract be called up if he was traded after the NHL trade deadline. He was traded at the AHL trade deadline. So that would be the easy fix there. I saw Jabril Touré's name being thrown around. I can tell you for a fact that is not going to be the case. That is Jabril Touré. He has been splitting time between the AHL and the ECHL, just to give you a perspective.
When are you getting to Carter Yakimchuk?
This is called a build-up, Lee. You should know this.
I'm impatient. Well, that's what people want to hear. Yakimchuk. They're going to have to call him up, right, Zach? They're going to have to.
Certainly might have to look at it. Not a left shot defenseman, but he shoots on the right side. He's been quarterbacking the power play. You would need somebody now that would be on the second power play units behind Spence, unless you want to go with Clevin as your second power play unit guy. The thing is, what you're giving up with Carter Yakimchuk is, yes, he has the offensive talent. I saw the clip was going around with the goal that he scored this past Saturday, where he got the feed and then got it back in the slot and shot it into the corner. And it's a really nice looking goal. And it's very good on Twitter and Facebook and social media highlights.
Well, that's all that counts, right?
Right. It looks really nice.
Moments, reels. Like that's all that matters.
Instagram, TikToks, we talk about it here.
30 seconds or less.
Yeah, that's right. Social media engagement. But I could tell, again, I don't want to sound like a broken record here, but I think because of the scenario that we're in, have to talk about it. I've seen a lot of the games that Carter Yakimchuk has played. And I can tell you that a lot of the things that was going into this season for Yakimchuk when he was in the AHL, and you know this as well, Lever Sage, is that the big thing with him coming from the Calgary Hitmen to the Belleville Senators was he has the offensive flash, the offensive flair. His defense needs some work.
Right.
And I can tell you right now at this point, that is still the case, where his defense still needs a lot of work. I saw in the game this past Saturday, right off the jump, the puck got by him and it ended up being a 2-on-1 opportunity in the first 5 minutes of the hockey game. It's like right off the bat. And then in that game too, defensively, there was also 2 shorthanded goals that were scored against the Belleville Senators. That's just one game. He is obviously, he was able to rebound after that in that first period and have a much better game in the second and third periods. But it's one of those things where, what do you want to prioritize? Do you want to have him out there? Do you think now is the time because of the situation that you're in? Or is it something where you still want to look for that left shot defenseman? Maybe you go with a 5 defenseman lineup. Or
so what about Jorian Donovan?
Jorian Donovan. So I know that it was going around that he was injured. He is. I had heard that he's getting back to a level of playing pretty soon. I don't know if that means he'll be on the flight to Detroit tomorrow level, but I have heard that he is getting close to healthy again. And so again, I don't know if that means he's going to play tomorrow. I don't think so.
Right.
But Jorian Donovan,
you'd have to be ready tonight, like right now,
yeah.
because the call would come and look, logistically, it's not great, but from Belleville, have to drive to Toronto to get on a flight, to get to the airport, to get back downtown from the Detroit airport. You might as well just drive. It's going to take you the same amount of time.
Right.
So just get a driver and get him there.
Overnight, too. It should be.
Well, if they left Belleville now, you'd get there at, 4 in the morning. But these rides, it's not like they're driving themselves and you can sleep in the car.
That's right.
And you're going to get to the hotel. They're not going to skate tomorrow anyway.
No.
Before the game.
No.
So you can sleep.
Hopefully.
And right.
Depending on where your nerves are at, but yeah.
I understand what you're saying, Zach. So Carter Yakimchuk is -30 in the American Hockey League. He is the worst minus in the American Hockey League. And what are you looking for right now? You're just looking for somebody to not screw this up.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's
a Reimer, but on defense.
You've already done that in goal because you won another hockey game where they gave up less than 10 shots tonight. 9 shots in the hockey game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rangers are bad, but oh my God.
Wow.
There was a point where it was 4 shots on net at the end of the second period.
Well,
they had as many shots as the Sens had defensemen that were available.
Right.
For them.
And did you see the stat that into the third period, it's the longest? There's only happened one other time in the last 15 years.
Yeah.
It was
4 or fewer shots going into the third.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Time to get to some of the comments. First,
and
of
none
all,
of them really call it like scoring chances either.
Right. Tanner says, feel for Steve having to put up with you two.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, I'm just fine.
Steve's the only one who laughed, Tanner.
Yeah.
He says he'll watch Travis Green for the update and keep us posted.
Thank you, sir.
Very thoughtful.
So
Thank you.
This is a bit of a joke, Amadio Pinto D pair time, but I think legitimately, I truly believe this. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to get this in. Julian says, what's the scouting report on Tomas Hamara? Yeah, Julian, get to the show at the beginning of the show because that's what Zach already did. Love you, Julian. But if you want to, you already
build up.
Like seriously.
No.
If you did he start with Tomas Hamara? I know more about Tomas Hamara than I ever knew.
You do now,
right?
Yeah. Waiting for.
But Julian gets here a couple minutes late. And he misses it.
Yeah.
I was patiently waiting for Yakimchuk until I was not patient anymore.
You don't want me to give a Tomas Hamara update again? Let Julian.
No, not yet. Let Julian wait. We've already been over it. The good people that have listened don't want a second update on Tomas Hamara, a guy that they never knew existed before.
Tonight.
I mean, he's a Sens prospect. Maybe they were familiar with him coming in, but
yeah, I know he got drafted by the Sens. And,
you have to be pretty dedicated.
But they're not looking for anybody like the second power play unit, Steve. That doesn't matter right now.
No.
Can somebody come in and just play 10 minutes and not do anything crazy?
Yeah.
That is all they're looking for.
That's all they need. Really. And now, well, you can't use. Tomorrow night's going to be different, obviously. Look at then tonight against the Rangers. That's a different hockey team in Detroit waiting for them. But
if the answer is that Tomas...
They don't need a miracle.
No. But if Shabbat's out for a length of time, is the season over in your mind?
I feel like this is the scenario du jour of the season being, is it over? But, and it's not yet, but if they're running out of excuses or not, that's not the right word, but I don't know how, I don't know. Zach? No.
Right now, no.
Close?
But
no.
If it comes after Detroit, if they lose against Detroit, it's over. Like, and it's clear, like, if it's clear that these are going to be some longer term injuries, it sounds like that's what's going to be for Shabbat. We'll see about what it will be for Lassie Thompson, but I'm not going to say that yet because still in it, and you still have the big game happening tomorrow against the Red Wings. But if they go out there and they lose,
a lot of hockey coming up too.
Yeah, exactly. It's
like
the depth is taking a big hit at this point. That like
realistically, I would say probably.
Tanner says cameras followed the team off the ice and seemed to catch Shabbat in the background wearing a splint. Not great news.
Nope.
But I think we're prepared at this point. Like I saw it right away, and I said to you, Steve, as we were watching the game, like it's either a bruise or it's broken.
Yeah.
Like there's no,
it was
because Shabbat, say what you will about him, he's a pretty tough guy.
Yeah, he's not soft when it comes to.
He's not soft.
No.
And for him to go out in that much pain, especially because
Immediate.
nobody knows how important Thomas Shabbat is to the lineup more than Thomas Shabbat.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
He knows he needs to be out there for his guys right now.
Yeah.
And for him to not be, you just kind of feel like it's a broken arm, wrist, something.
Because he was where he got hit too. It was unprotected. Like it was It was straight stick on bone.
See some, I was going to say some sanity, but it's Ben, so I know that this is not coming from a sane place. Pump the brakes, he says, on the season being over.
Well, he spelled brakes wrong. It's a different kind of brakes that he spelled there too. So
Incredible. Sorry, I'm going to put that back up. Pump the brakes. You know what, Zach?
No brakes around here. All right, we'll stop taking breaks. We'll go
brakes,
full tilt over here. That's
all
right.
gas.
This is a non-union shop. We will have no brakes.
I'm telling you, I'm all gas, and I get no brakes from anybody here.
Nope.
The brakes that Ben's talking about. And he's gonna say that he meant like, oh, I'm doing a double entendre with Shabbat's arm to try and get out of this. But
is that what you?
Well, that's what he will say, but it's not. It's
I
not
didn't even
on
think
purpose.
of that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. That's why I'm leading the show, Zach. Remember that. We thought losing Sanderson was going to kill the Sens, and they've done more than tread water. Get Sanderson back in a week and see how Yakimchuk does. So, I can't believe I agree with Ben. I'm asking the question: is the season over? And everyone thinks the season's over. Even if they lose to Detroit, they're 3 points out of a playoff spot. Okay,
So they're still in it.
all they got to do is not tank in the next week. And what if they do get, and maybe Sanderson comes back, I want to say early, but the plan maybe for him to not come back as early. And he's like, yeah, I'll risk it. He won't be 100%.
No.
Yeah. See,
But we still don't know really the
I knew it.
severity of exactly what his injury was.
Play on words, boys. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Not buying it for a second.
Doing the edge, like tapping his head, like I
he
thought about
basically
this all along.
he thought about it because I brought it up.
Yes.
Tanner says Sanderson will likely not be 100% when he's back. I'm close to saying it's over, but you have to look at the Wings losing their top two centers, next man up. I look at it even more so than that. This team has shown, like, even tonight, okay? Tonight's a good example.
Yeah.
I know the Rangers suck. Like, they are god awful.
Yeah, that was bad.
Right. Bad.
Yeah, bad.
We went to Smith Falls Renfrew yesterday.
Yeah.
Went to double overtime. That's because we're boots on the ground, Zach.
Yeah,
That's right.
And
BOTG.
Due diligence, yeah.
right. And that game was more entertaining than this game. But my whole point, whole point is that if I told you that there was a game that the Sens absolutely had to win in late March, regardless of who they were playing, and they were not going to have Jake Sanderson, and Thomas Chabot was going to get hurt, and James Reimer was going to be their goalie, and was there even a fear that they were losing tonight? Still, with all of that, Jordan Spence is playing like 92 minutes a night. Is there a fear of them losing?
Not really. A little bit at the end, there was a threat of maybe tying it up, but no, deep down, no.
Right. It's because of how well the team is playing as a unit.
They really are.
And I don't look, they need Sanderson, Chabot. I get it.
Yeah.
If they made the playoffs, if they didn't have both of those guys, they're going to get drilled.
Yeah.
But to make it over the course of the next 3 weeks, I think the team's pretty good defensively, no?
Yeah. Well, considering they don't know they're great defensively.
Let me put that in the chat before you said it too slowly.
Just take the L. My goodness.
Right.
Like,
No.
Like,
Speaking of resilient.
Pick up the pace sped. Like, pick him up. That's a you problem, not an us problem. Jeez, Ben.
Let's go, Zach. See, Zach is one of these guys like at 80-90% of the time.
Yeah.
Just pretty even keel. Like, can't really get to Zach. But sometimes you get him either like in the morning when he hasn't had much sleep or late at night. He's not putting up with anything. And I love it right now. Not having it. All right. Tanner says Green. Both will be out for a while. Two guys will be called up. All he can say for now. Oh. Well, a while means broken.
Yeah.
Because if it's if it's a muscle injury, if it's something that's even a little bit that you can kind of deal with, you're not going to come out and say that.
No.
Like, to be so sure that you're going to be out a while, just moments after a hockey game.
Yeah.
They never tell you. They never tell you.
No. I'm missing what happened to
Thompson.
Sorry. Other than like that little, I mean, I kind of saw what happened, but I don't. What happened? And that he could barely skate off the ice. He kind of coasted from when he finally called it a day. But I mean, Shabbat's was obvious, but Thompson was interesting to. And he was already written off for the next few weeks.
Ben says 3 guys can barely read the chat in a timely manner. Stupid hat too. Well,
Wow.
I'm not allowed to.
Hat's uncalled for.
Yeah.
You can go after me.
It's 2 out of 3, Ben, for the record. 2 out of the 3.
well, hold on.
Whoa, hold on.
Yeah, hold on. Like you're on our team.
Yeah, I know, but
Our
no,
team.
exactly.
Zach and
That's
I's
right.
team.
That's right.
There's no 2 out of 3. We are doing everything in a timely manner. We're actually executing this goddamn show perfectly.
No, but I'm not to.
Oh,
I
I
don't
see.
respond to the.
Yeah, I know you don't respond because I don't allow you to respond.
Yeah, I know. That's
I
what
know.
I'm telling the Ben.
Well,
So
but Zach doesn't have access.
I do not. Well, I can
He
see
doesn't
the
have
comments.
access.
Here, but
He can see the comments, but he can't put them up on the screen.
fair.
no, I don't have that
Yeah, so you
ability.
see the comments.
Only Tanner does, and Tanner gets all trigger happy. Like, see,
Oh, boy,
look
what
I
happened?
did. Yeah. I know.
Tanner.
I know
Look,
how to
you
fix it.
put in some great comments in the chat. It has to be showcased. What can I say?
Somebody fell. Someone fell awkwardly on his leg, is what Green said about Lassie Thompson.
Well, yeah, no, I saw that. It's well, yeah, again. They're not
Well,
gonna
then you
the
can't say
injury.
you don't know what happened.
I
He's
do
got a
know what
lower-
happened. No, I
he's
said,
got
I
a
don't know what
lower
the
body injury.
injury is.
Well, I'm not a
You didn't see a
doctor.
break. You're not.
I should be. Because right away I'm like it's
Yeah.
broken. I know I should be.
Right.
But this, it's not about what the Sens can do. It's about what I can't do.
Yeah.
What can't I do? Zach's wondering. Okay, so legit question. With the lack of options that you have in Belleville, yes, they're going to call a couple of guys up. Would you consider, Zach, we'll start with you. Would you consider moving a forward currently on your team back to defense?
And you just limit his minutes on defense as well?
Yep.
I would certainly think about it. Because thing is, and I know that there was some talk, and I just saw it pop in the comments as well from Tanner Ryle. Again, the ability not to show it is coming through here. But Curtis McDermott used to play defense. I don't know a scenario where you would throw Curtis McDermott out.
I'm not talking about Curtis McDermott. He can't skate.
Yeah. That's not a...
He can't skate. So right away, my thought goes to the 2 guys that Tanner and I talked in the pregame. We're actually having a relevant discussion, which is good. It's surprising with Tanner, but just kidding. It's a joke. Shane Pinto, Mike Amadio are both up for the Selke.
Yep.
Would you risk putting a guy like Mike Amadio, who really isn't there to score goals anyway? Would you risk putting him back on defense and
Over Pinto, if you were to pick one of the 2.
I'm just throwing out
Because the guys they are calling up don't have. They're sure they're defensemen in the NHL, but they're not.
Well, that's what I mean. Like Carter
They're not
Yakimchuk
used
is
to NHL speed. And
Carter
they're not-
Yakimchuk is the
they're not
worst
excelling.
defensive defenseman in the American Hockey
Right.
League. That is the guy you are planning to call up. Really?
Baptism by fire, I guess.
Okay, I just want to make a clear comment because I'm feeling
I feel like I would do Amadio back before I would bring.
I'm just feeling a little bit of
Yakimchuk.
rage, not rage, but
Rage?
like I got a little. So just to
General?
clear this up, you don't get these, Joanne. Did you miss my comment, Lee? Because then I go way back in the comments, and Joanne's like, sad that Lewis isn't helping you find lads tonight.
The young.
Because I'm on
Joanne.
the stream, as we know, and I'm not good with dogs apparently, so I think
Right.
that's why.
I know, but Joanne, the show isn't about you, and it's not about Lewis, and really, it's not about Steven. Okay, Joanne, have a Sens comment. Like, come on. Well, should they move Mike Amadio back to defense, Joanne? We need to know. Of anybody that I know they don't have history there, but you have to think about who you're bringing up. And yes, now, Julian, we can get to Zach. You can do a little Tomas Hamera scouting report again for Julian who missed it. But the only guys that are even possible for them to call up, if Dorian's hurt, they can't call up Bolduc. You mentioned that Toole is an ECHL guy, really. Like, they're not calling him up.
Yeah, Touré's not getting called up.
They've already called up Dennis Gilbert and Lassie Thompson, who are now injured.
Yeah, that went well.
They don't have options right now. Like, it feels like Yakimchuk and Tomas Hamera are going to be the guys. But my question is, moving Amadio or Pinto or somebody else back, is that better than having the worst defensive defenseman in the AHL playing for you? I don't know the answer.
I would lean towards again, not Pinto, but Amadio.
Zach,
because even and we spoke like the two guys that did call up, Gilbert and Thompson. No one was getting called up this year from Belleville on merit. It was all in a necessity,
right?
Because for whatever reason, they didn't feel like they had shore up at the deadline, and they got lucky this year without a lot of injuries, and they were playing best case scenario the whole way, and that never works for whatever the reasons were. And now I feel like it's about to eat their lunch on it,
right? And that's a topic we can get to here in a minute. That
because they're already like you
can't predict injuries, but they're
almost worst case scenario.
They didn't do anything to shore it up.
No. And so why not what do you say is in the top 5 consideration for Selke and Amadio? Throw on defense.
We have both Amadio 3 and Pinto 5, according to The Athletic.
Yeah.
All right, Zach, Tomas Hamera.
Yes, just to kind of recap Tomas Hamera, he's somebody that's usually a third pair defenseman in the 5-6 area, and he's not somebody that you look at the stats. He's got 2 goals, 2 assists this year. And the games that I've called with him in the lineup, he hasn't particularly stood out to me. He can be in the offensive zone sometimes, but he's not, going to be cubing your power play or anything like that anytime soon. So he's been somebody that's kind of been in and out of the lineup. There's a reason why he's kind of staying in the AHL up until this point. Like what Steve mentioned with necessity.
He's a third pair defenseman in Belleville, correct?
Yes.
And Yakimchuk is a
first pair.
Second pair?
First pair. Yeah.
Yak. Oh, I didn't realize we were on a nickname basis with Yak.
I can tell you the nickname for the head coach as well, if you like.
Yes.
Andrew Campbell. They call him Soup.
Oh,
you don't say.
What a shocker.
Yeah.
Somebody with the last name Campbell that somebody's calling him Super Soupy.
That's right.
Right up with his best friend Smitty.
Yeah, exactly. Joanne, I'm kidding. Joanne, we love you. We love you. We'll leave it to you experts. Don't get your knickers in a knot, Joanne. That's a saying for older people, right?
Oh.
Knickers in a knot. I used to get that from my parents. Don't get your knickers in a knot. I was like, I don't even know what that means. But Joanne, we love you. Thank you.
Now I'm sad and confused.
Thank you for continuing to watch. Go watch our hot dog video on YouTube. Which crazy, by the way. I just showed Steve because Steve hadn't seen it. Because I don't think anybody sees anything, right? And then you showed people, and now 800 people have seen this video.
Yeah.
How?
There's a
No.
That's the world we're living in.
Yes, I know. It's all about reels and shorts and all
TikToks,
that stuff.
Instagram reels.
By the way, it was a fantastic hot honey peanut butter and red pepper balsamic bacon jam hot dog.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
I wonder how many it was a trial and error process in that. Coming up with that combo. Like what? Where was that? Ooh, you know what? This could really.
Well, the fact
not just a bacon jam, a roasted red.
The fact that they weren't wasting anything else with the product, though, because the hot dog itself with nothing on it was worth about 3 cents.
Yeah.
So they weren't wasting anything else. On it.
Not even a Costco dog. Not even like that.
Yeah. Tanner says that's
not spiced up.
That's like the population in Belleville. Zach Zach shared it with his friends, and now the whole town saw it.
Hey,
Thank you,
60,000
Zach.
strong in Belleville. Okay, thank you very much.
Is it strong though?
I'd like to think so. I'd like to
This is the
think
first
so.
2 days after check day.
Everyone's a funny guy tonight. Zach was good on Twitter. Ben had a funny today on text. Now you, man, this is
I spent some time in
creative.
Belleville working.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Monday in the nation's capital.
So
So
there's always a lock the door, lock the van, and just put it inside.
yeah. Okay, so couple things here. Number one, Ottawa 2 points out of a playoff spot with a game in hand on the New York Islanders. The New York Islanders are in Chicago tomorrow. And I believe Boston has the Leafs. Yes, Boston's at home to the Leafs. And of course, the Ottawa Senators in Detroit to take on the Red Wings. Also to watch a team I don't think that is completely out of it that we don't really talk about, the Philadelphia Flyers. They've been playing some pretty good hockey. They have 80 points, so they're 5 points out of a playoff spot, but they have 2 games in hand on the New York Islanders and the Columbus Blue Jackets, who both have 85 points, and Philly plays Columbus tomorrow.
Ooh.
So there's another one that, yes, Philly probably has to win and go on a massive run, but I don't think they're completely out of it yet, the Philadelphia Flyers. But for Ottawa's sake, they go in tomorrow, and I really do. Like, what's your guys' best guess? I'd like to hear from you, Tanner and Julian and Ben and whoever else is listening. Joanne, love you, your expert opinion. Like, what are they going to do with their defensemen tomorrow? Like, who is going to play and how much are they going to play? Like, if they call up Yakimchuk and Hamara, are they just going to like put them out together because they know each other and put them out?
No, I don't think they would do that.
Okay.
No.
What would they do?
Pair them up.
This is where we need
Maybe
answers
Yakimchuk
here, right?
with Spence, because he'd be able to cover his skating. He could cover for his mistakes. I don't think either or the call-ups play anywhere close to 10 minutes. I mean, maybe.
You're going to ask 4
Maybe
guys
around
then to
then.
play a lot of minutes.
Yeah.
Well-
Welcome to the party for the Sens defense.
Well,
I think
there's 120.
Feel it out, but
There's 120 minutes to split,
Yeah.
right? With 2 defensemen?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, 4 guys aren't playing 30 minutes tomorrow.
No.
So, like, Nick Mattenpalo is not playing 30 minutes.
I don't know if they, I don't know if they roll 2
He's got to cut.
tomorrow. I really don't. I don't think they. I wouldn't if I were them. That's just me.
Okay,
though.
what would you do?
I would drop Amadio back,
You would.
or
Zach?
at least for tomorrow, because it's Detroit. Because everything now has just been like things are going pretty good.
Right.
Like imagine if they didn't. Right, all goes well. No one gets hurt tonight. They still win. They get the 2 points. They're going to Detroit. And so now, there's a lot of lumps in the stomachs and not playing right at Detroit tonight. And just to kind of really, what they need to do, just stop the bleeding, and then kind of regroup after that.
So Tanner says Clevin Spence, Yakimchuk Zub, and then Hamara Mattenpalo. You could go 13 forwards and 5D.
Yep.
I just don't know that I'm in Detroit. Detroit obviously needs to win because they are not in a playoff spot right now, too. It's a massive game for them. Dylan Larkin is a game time decision to come back into the lineup tomorrow. That would be a massive boost for them. They must just be licking their chops if they had to go out against Hamara and Mattenpalo.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Like,
To the point of maybe if Larkin is on the bubble, would he go now? Because of, I talk about smelling blood, right?
right. What would you do?
Because that's a
Zach?
great opportunity for Detroit.
Yeah.
Sucks for Ottawa, but
Right.
that's
What would
here's
you
one
do, Zach?
right in your lap.
I'd personally go with a 5 defenseman route. I don't know. Hamara is to me is just a big unknown because even in Belleville, it's just there really isn't that much of a sample. Like he's played a bunch of games for them, but in terms of time on the ice, there really isn't that big of a sample size to really get a sense of how is he going to translate to the NHL game. He's still very young, like I mentioned earlier. This is his first full AHL season that he's coming into. So to me, you would be looking at a Yakimchuk getting brought in and be part of the defensive pairing, and then go with a 13 forward 5 defenseman route that Tanner was mentioning there. And maybe you can have Amadio come back and play some third pair defense if you need him to. But that's how I kind of view it right now. Because to me, Hamara is just the big wild card in all this. If he is the one that's getting called up and getting brought up, and who knows, like could we be looking at somebody else, like another Ford being called up for Belleville to accumulate for something like that with a 13 forward and 5D? Like maybe we're thinking too much on Hamara being the one called up. I could, you know, I could mention names, but
you'd have to put somebody from the forward ranks, whether it was McDermott that comes in the lineup and plays defense, or you put Amadio back or Pinto back, or you'd have to put somebody. If you're going with 5D and Yakimchuk is going to be in that rotation, like I don't know that that's going to be able to get you there.
Stranger things have happened.
Believe in Yakimchuk. And Tanner says, yeah, Halliday is still up. I know they made a bit of a mistake. I love the Prime broadcast, so I'm going to give them a pass, but bit of a mistake saying, well, they got Halliday and, you know, he'll be able to go back and play defense. And like, yeah, Stephen Halliday's not a defenseman.
No.
There were some Belleville mentions on the Prime broadcast too. It was like, I felt like The Rock on that episode of Raw. It's like, he said Belleville. Hooray!
They know who I am.
Yes, that's where I live.
It's a real quandary. And like we're discussing it, I don't even know that they know, right? They would know now who they're calling up, but that doesn't mean that Travis Green will know exactly what he wants to do.
No, because no.
Is there anybody else?
Maybe by morning.
Is there anybody else that we're
Spitballing.
missing? Like in the forward group that might be able to go back? I don't really know Warren Fogel's defensive history, but I wouldn't be putting Lars Eller back there.
That, no.
Yeah, it's the more I think about it, the way you guys have laid this out, sounds like maybe Yakimchuk. We'll see if Hamara gets called up, but maybe you go with 5D, 13 forwards, and you just sprinkle in. Like maybe McDermott comes back into the lineup and you just kind of put him in wherever you see fit. Maybe he gets the odd shift at forward, the odd shift at defense.
Yeah. It's not like you have to have him play 20 minutes out there or anything like that. This is
like
just something to kind of fill in. Yeah, exactly. Just to kind of fill. And the way that they play, I mean, I know it was against the New York Rangers, so it's not exactly the highest bar that we're seeing, but
it might be the lowest bar we've ever seen.
In fact, it's quite the other way. But you know, you see just how much like that first period in that Rangers game. I don't think New York got into the Ottawa zone. Like 9 or 10 minutes into the first period. It was unbelievable. Like, you know, listening to the pregame, there was that big ceremony with Mika Zibanejad, and it's like, oh, you know, Rangers will play for their guy. They need something to motivate, but not even that. Like, they just came out so flat in the first. Talking about the Rangers. So now they picked it up in the third, but first 2 periods, I was like, man, like it's 1-0, then it became 2-0, and then it's just even when New York scored, now there was a bit of James Reimers in net in the final 2 minutes, and
for
they
sure
were putting on the pressure, and there was a little bit of we'll see, but Yeah.
Well, the reason too is because Shane Pinto literally just came all the way back into his zone and never picked anybody up, and the guy behind him scored. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell was he doing?
Yeah.
I know his head was in the clouds. Both of them stopped moving their feet at the blue line and just kind of watched it. And Pinto had no idea the guy was behind him. None.
No.
Like, if you're coming back into your zone and you're going to the front of your own net, you might want to look around behind your shoulder. I don't know. Right. Tanner loves bringing stuff like that. Greg's a left shot. At this point, you're not worried about left and right shots more than you're. Can he play 4 minutes?
Yes.
Don't care if he's ambidextrous. Yeah. Yes. Has he ever even did he play defense in novice?
Yes. Played it.
I don't mind.
Are you proficient backwards skater?
Yeah.
It's amazing how many forwards in the National Hockey League aren't. Can't skate backwards.
It's true.
I don't mind the suggestion though of Ridley Gregg, but I'm not putting him there because he's a left shot defenseman. I'm telling you, the people that sit back here and make comments, the guys like us,
you've seen the card.
left, right, like it. Oh, well, we need a right shot. No, that's not how they think.
No.
So
you need a guy that can play the position.
Yeah.
Somewhat efficiently.
So have we decided that the season is not over?
It's not over.
It's not over. No, I know Ben said we were waving the white flag over here, but it's like, no, we're not saying it's over.
No.
Like it's still very much, to me, that Detroit game will be a real good look at, with this current situation that the Sens are in, how they will do with the depth on the roster that they have currently, who they call up. That will be a big sort of thing. And if the Sens come out flat and they look like, a team that has a bunch of AHL call-ups on the team and don't do the shutdown defense like they've been doing the last stretch, then you have to start asking questions of, can this team, through the power of duct tape, spit and vinegar, whatever, like strap themselves together and like try and find a path. And yes, there's still, with Sanderson, he's probably going to come back in the next week. And we don't know how we'll see in terms of some of the other injuries and what the full look will be on that sense. But this is kind of where the team is at right now. I'm not waving the white flag just yet. That Detroit game will be a look for everybody of like, okay, this is where this Sens organization is at. Can they move forward from the Red Wings game? Because even if they lose that game, if they go out there and play hard and look competitive and bring it right to the end, I'm not waving the white flag on that. But if they come out and they say, if they come out and they just look flat and they looks like the talent is just getting out muscled against the Red Wings, like, then you have to start asking questions about that. So
Julian says, look, guys, I've played enough NHL GM mode to know what to do here. All right, you know what? My bad, yeah. Julian.
We'll make the call.
My bad.
Steve Stajos has said, look, I have extensive experience in NHL 26 or whatever the latest game is. I know how to make these trades. Have a little bar that says this is an A+ rated trade in NHL 26. So
Tanner called for Steve Stajos to suit up earlier.
I got
almost there. They're almost there.
I got a bunch of names that people were messaging me about. Christoph Schubert was a name that I saw sent to me. That was a name I had not heard in a while.
Fellow German with
that's right,
Tim Stützle.
I was going to make the joke because, of course, I'm the Trenton Golden Hawks play-by-play guy. That Derek Smith, former NHL defenseman, current head coach of the Trenton Golden Hawks, used to play for the Sens in the early 2010s before he went to Calgary. Maybe I can call him up and say, hey, can you suit up the skates again and forget about this playoff run and just try and help out the Sens win against Detroit tomorrow?
Well, his team's garbage anyway, so you might as well.
Oh, how dare you? First of all,
they're
the playoffs right now.
What's the score though of the series?
It's 2-0 Newmarket. Golden Hawks are down right
now. But... Wow!
Halfway there.
They're not living on a prayer. I told you.
First round.
Newmarket. Let's
Got first
go.
round.
Okay, so here's a question. Tanner says, would have liked to see more of a response directed towards JT Miller. Brady calls out the Leafs, but then does the same thing. And Julian says, but yes, I was surprised the podcast boy Brady Tkachuk didn't step up to Miller. Okay, so let's go around the horn here. Whether he saw it or not, it was a quick little like it was a slash cross check as Shabbat was coming in. It's not great.
No.
Did he target the exact point? I don't know. I didn't look at it and go, that's a crazy, dirty play.
No.
But he did injure Shabbat badly. Should Brady Tkachuk have done something?
I thought somebody should have a little bit. Yep. Because JT Miller, too, you don't get the benefit of the doubt. Like, he's played a lot of hockey.
Yep.
It's not, I was aiming for his shoulder and I just, caught an edge and he knew what he was doing. No, I don't think he was trying to break his wrist, but hey, given, especially, you got to be careful what you say, I guess, because now, although Brady didn't, he wasn't, he was okay tonight, but he's still not. He didn't impress me
agree.
A ton. Like, he's not.
But does where the Sens are, if he goes and does something, and the Rangers, but if the Rangers come back, tie the game, get a little life, they had no life when that was happening. It was right at the end of the first, right?
Yep.
So they had nothing.
Yeah, like 5 seconds left. The period was almost over.
So when would people have liked him to do something? Like at that moment, it was pretty tough to even know.
You'd have to pick a spot.
You'd be letting is 1-0. You'd be letting the Rangers in. Zach, what would you have either liked to see or not see?
Would have liked a little bit more of a response, but I'm not as up in arms about it as I see other people are. Because the one thing you also have to know too, because you also don't want to have this escalate. You're already controlling a bunch of the game at that point, right? Don't play to the Rangers level at that stage. That JT Miller one, I agree, in terms of the cross check or slash, whatever you call it. That's a play like you see when you're in the boards, you see them kind of try and jam the stick in as well. Like that's a play that you usually see. I think it's just not to defend JT Miller, but in the sense of, I think that was one of those plays where you're trying to battle after the puck. I certainly don't think he was trying to intend to break his wrist or anything like that. But there was some points in the second period where, it was the high stick that was later on, and then a couple of the hits into the boards as well, where you want a little bit more of a response from your team, where it's like, hey, don't go after our captain. You don't obviously want to escalate it into a full out melee, especially before a big game. So I was wondering if they were being a little bit more conservative at that point, because it's like, look, we as the Ottawa Senators have to, get ourselves prepared for the Red Wings tomorrow. We can't be getting ourselves into a situation where we're already down a bunch of defensemen. Can't risk any more, bad plays, getting too much in and risking more at that point. So I get it. I also would have liked to have seen a little bit more of a response, but not to the extent that I think some were kind of calling for. And even then, there was the play in the third period. I think it was Zub that gave him the slash below the belt there as well.
That was ridiculous. He wasn't hurt.
Oh, that was pathetic.
No,
it was a terrible call that he oversold.
Yeah,
and got the call. Julian says it's more so a big hit to set the tone again, so players don't take liberties.
They were getting a little. Him and Trocheck too tonight was a little. But they had nothing else going on, so you might as well try and do something, I guess, on their part, right?
Yep.
Like you mentioned it, a good chunk of the game, you had to keep checking. It was like a continuous power play for Ottawa, but they weren't on the power play.
Literally.
It was 5-on-5.
The Rangers would dump the puck down.
Kept checking the clock and
but the Rangers would dump the puck down, and Ottawa would just gather the puck behind the net and signal, oh, you come in and we're going to break out. Like we're totally on the power play.
Yep.
It was wild.
Yeah.
Like
I
how
haven't
much
seen
of
that
that
in a
game.
long time. Like in an NHL game to be like,
What were the shots tonight? 33-9?
31-9. No, sorry, yeah, 33-9. And
33-9.
Yeah,
So they outshot the Rangers by 24 shots.
correct.
And they outshot Saturday night, they outshot the Leafs by
43,
29.
14, 29. Yep.
There's a couple of games for you.
Yep.
Usually when you outshoot teams by 24 and 29, you're probably going to win most
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
That's actually nuts. Like 24 and 29.
Yeah.
Quick math says 53. 50. You outshot your opponents by 53 shots in the last 2 games.
Yep.
I know it's the Leafs and the Rangers, but
the Rangers have Shesterkin. I thought he played.
yeah. So
He's the only guy that actually, had some life tonight.
Showed
So
up.
I
New York,
would have liked
more or
to have
less.
seen Brady do something as well, because Brady does talk. Now the Radko Gudas thing on Austin Matthews was different from this play, but at the same time, if you just assume that JT Miller tried to do something on purpose,
Then
to go and fill the guy in, I know that you're trying to look at the team and not letting them get anything going, but
then you don't make comments like that in your free time, because now you've done this. You put the
Yes.
target square in your
Yes.
back, and now
and now
you
a
know.
star player on your team
Yep.
got hurt and you did nothing.
you did nothing
And
in a game that you were like,
Yeah.
it wasn't an overall huge factor in. So even if you took Brady, anyways,
no,
out
if
of
Brady
the
Tkachuk,
equation, he's-
if Brady Tkachuk got, well, I don't think you do something to take yourself out of the game. You do something that you might get the extra 2 or 4.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that they were in any danger tonight of, Brady Tkachuk's going to take a penalty for sticking up for Thomas Chabot. Now we're going to lose the game. Like, come on.
no.
If he won't hit his Olympic boys, then someone else on the team, let Lafreniere or Gabe Perreault feel it. Yeah, I mean, there is some of that, right?
Yeah.
Because it was JT Miller and not one of the other guys. But
Sure.
but the lack of response is something that people are going to talk about. And I think it's a worthy discussion because of what Brady has said
That's the thing. Yeah.
before. Oh boy, what a mess. This game was going along, as you said, Zach. The Rangers had 2 shots in the first period and like 4 shots in the second period. And you're like, this is so boring.
Yeah. Mail it in.
And then all of a sudden, Chabot's out and Lassie Thompson's out. Oh my God, they're calling it Tomas Hamera.
Yeah.
We don't have word
Everyone
on that yet.
quickly checks their phone. Who?
Yeah.
Not Zach, of course.
I mean,
Tanner says James Higgins has signed an ATO with AHL Providence, can still join the Bruins before the end of the year.
So we're
If
going.
you're signed
I hate to be in
someone-
a beer league in the next couple nights in this area. There's going to be a few boys out there,
Right.
If I can just,
Yeah.
if I can be a solid +4, chip in, maybe
get the call.
maybe Steve's watching on Live Barn or Flow TV. That's it. I'm the guy.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah. No.
Actually, our buddy Eric's playing in a big semifinal in Manitic tonight. Maybe he's thinking, what if I get the call?
It might be over.
What if I get the call? I would.
Couldn't be happy for a guy like him. He'd love it. That's if this was a movie.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Eric gets the call and life is never the same again.
So what are they going to do here? What are they going to do?
Start praying. But I shouldn't say that.
Zach, what is the
A
answer
few
here?
adjustments.
Oh man, just look at your roster and just say, guys, look at the situation we're in right now. Let's go out and play our best.
You're going to have to. So
But-
the one guy I think of tonight, we've said it all year, but really now for me has to be the very best player. His name starts out well. Linus.
Allmark. Yeah.
Linus Allmark's got to come in and be like a guy that other people watch and go, holy, that's a dominant goalie right there.
Yeah. For the first time this year, they got a, hey, if
Right.
it wasn't for Linus tonight, where, you know,
We discussed
yeah.
we discussed on the pregame show that this might have been James Reimer's last game because of the way the schedule sets up. They have a couple more back-to-backs, but there's time in between them. The schedule is okay after this for Linus Allmark to start the next 2 or 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Can he become, when they might be caved in their own zone way more than they have been, can he become the difference maker?
He can.
Will he be? It's a long.
I know.
That's a lot. If there's that much silence before the answer can't be yes.
No.
Well, no, initially, no. From everything I've seen this so far. But you've seen it before. Stranger things have happened. And now would be a great time to make everyone forget about the rest of the year. Like now would be a great time to prove, okay, you're the guy. Because this is
right.
It's also why he's making $8.5 million a year.
Yeah.
Was, for times like this. We're depleted. We need you to get a couple for us. Not all 12, but we need 2 or 3. Like realistically, you're going to have to look who's in front of you.
Yep.
You don't even know who those 2 guys are, and that's okay.
Yeah, but the teams that never lose.
But, right?
Oh, you mean the defenseman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so now it's on.
Yeah.
That's why you get 8, not 2.
So I agree. It's the first guy I thought of tonight, Zach, where I'm like, all year, Linus Allmark has not had to be the star of the Ottawa Senators.
No.
I feel like he's going to have to be now.
Yeah, especially this next stretch. Just he's got to be able to step up and be somebody that can come up big and, as you mentioned, just be dominant. Now, even with the injuries, and again, very low bar, still you saw that game plan for the Ottawa Senators come through, where they were still committed to the game plan. They were still limiting the shots. Third period. Funny thing is, third period aside, even then they only gave up like 5 shots. Like that was their worst.
Yeah.
So
and that's a flurry of activity.
That's the storm the Rangers put through, and that's what they've been doing to teams all along. Yeah. And that's what gives you hope in these scenarios.
For sure.
Right? For the Sens, that's what give them. Look, we have a better structure than almost anybody in the league right now. We go out and this is what we do to teams, and that is not going to stop.
No.
And to be quite frank, we've talked about it a lot here. When they played the New York Islanders, who had to win, the Islanders got 1 shot in the third period. It went in. Yeah. There's some of me that thinks the team is like, if we give up 10 shots in this period with James Reimer in goal, we are going to lose.
We're going to lose.
Yeah. Same thing tonight.
Yeah.
Like if we give up 25 shots to the Rangers, we're probably going to lose.
Yep.
They gave up 9.
Yeah. But to kind of like, and to not piggyback, I don't know, off Zach, as far as in tomorrow night and assessing where they're at, I think if they come out flat, you'll be able to see where they think they are. If they come out, in my opinion, if they come out guns a-blazing and play, or not even play the way exactly how they've been playing, sound defensively, everyone doing their part, in spite of everything, then I think that'll be, because it'll show whether they believe it. Because right now they're showing that they do.
Okay, I will. I'll interject something into this that,
because lastly, I think, and they should be commended for everything. The guys that are, most of them, they've dug deep, and the coaching staff and the players, and in spite of it all, they're still here and played some pretty good hockey.
My point to you guys would be, if we were really going to step back and assess the game in Detroit, because everyone now, it's the biggest game of the year. You're 1 point back in Detroit.
Yep.
You're 2 back of a playoff spot. You got a game in hand on the Islanders. Like, there's a possibility they could be in a playoff spot tomorrow night. But it is their 5th game in 7 days tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. And to judge any team, like if you tell me at the beginning of the year, with everybody healthy, what they're going to be like in the 5th game in 7 days, having covered this league for a long time, my answer would be not good. So that's not a built-in excuse for them to go out and lose tomorrow.
No.
What it is you are literally not allowed to play more than 5 times in 7 days in the NHL. You can't play 6 and 7. It's not allowed from the league. This is the most you could ever play.
They can do 5.
Yeah, this is the most you can ever play. And you can't usually play 5 and 7 because of the Olympic year.
Yeah.
So to judge them on their very last game, where they had travel Wednesday, Thursday, home Saturday, travel Monday, Tuesday, to judge them on that last game, no matter what, to me, Detroit has not had to do this. Detroit's been at home for a week and a half.
Yeah.
Detroit hasn't played since Saturday. Like, this is not the same. I would just warn people not to judge the team tomorrow if they lose, because I don't think it is as fair a representation of what they could be, even with all of the holes in the lineup.
No, and that's fair. Yeah, if they lose, no, for sure.
Yeah. And even then, it's also how they lose, right? Like if they,
that's more where I'm.
Yeah, if they,
part of me wouldn't blame them if they like what,
right?
You know, like these guys gotta only have so much in the tank. Like, realistic, they're still human beings. You know, like holy, like.
I mean, it's pretty clear. Like, if it becomes pretty clear at the end of that game tomorrow, that's like they were out of it. They just couldn't play at the level that they want to play, or they just get dominated by the Red Wings. Like, the Red Wings come out, like you said, they are fresh, they're ready to go, and they just come out there and like, we are gonna beat this team, right? Like that's the mentality. The Red Wings come in and they just crush Ottawa. Linus Ullmark doesn't become that dominant goaltender you're looking for, and they lose 6-2, just as an example. I still think that is kind of an indicator of where the next little bit will go after that, because you still want to have that team, even on that stretch, like you mentioned. This is a team that like has dealt with everything for the last little bit. You still, it's really going to be a test to them in terms of how much more willpower can they muster together to keep themselves into some sort of playoff competitiveness.
Tanner says Ullmark's record since January 31st, 8-2-2 in that span. He's got an 897 save percentage, 234 goals against. And in that span, he's only faced more than 24 shots twice. So, yeah, like even the other night, right? Like, we were there, totally dominated Sens over the Leafs, 43-14, but he allowed 2 goals on 14 shots.
Yeah.
Not save percentage wise, it's not great. So, yeah, I don't know, Zach. I'm going to be of the opinion that they have pretty much everything going against them going into the game. They don't even have a semblance of a National Hockey League blue line. Like, all of a sudden now, Matt and Paolo and Spence and Clevin and Jensen, when he was here, look like the greatest 6 defensemen of all time in the history of the National Hockey League. Right? Like, if you had all of those guys, you'd be like, oh my God, we're so back. Like, we're here.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's a pretty average defense core anyway. But with all the holes, 5th game in 7 days, Red Wings have been home. They didn't play since Saturday. They've just been home for a week and a half.
That's not looking good for them.
Cruising. I just don't know for me that I'm going to judge them, but the character will come back because they're home against Pittsburgh. Tough game on Thursday. And then they got to go right back on the road, Tampa, Florida on the weekend. I do get a couple of nice sunny Florida days, though. Playing Tampa on Saturday and Florida on Tuesday.
That's all right.
Yeah. All of a sudden, Tomas Chimera is lying on the beach, South Beach. He's like, you know what? This is pretty good. This National Hockey League.
Yeah. Wow.
I can stay
More
here a
than they
while.
can. One day.
I don't
He's
have to pay
called up
state
and-
tax here. This is nice.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Can you wait to give him my? Is the per diem taxed? Probably not.
Julian says fans are not ready for the Travis Hamonic return.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Will he be playing tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Detroit will give them back Travis Hamonic.
Yeah. Future considerations.
Yeah, I don't know that a team 1 point up on Ottawa and both teams out of the playoffs by 1 point are going to be giving anybody anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I share this stat I just saw on Stat Center? It's a very, as the fact checker, I guess, that I've been appointed by Lever Sage on this program.
You know
There
what,
you go.
Zach? There's nobody I trust more with facts than you. Probably says about who else is on the program.
I was going to say, that's a
Yeah.
lofty expectation right there.
I know.
I don't know what I did to deserve it, but I guess I have received this.
Basically said one thing that had a stat in it one time and it was right. And you were like, that's our fact check.
That's it. That's
the
our guy. Now, I love these stats because sometimes they could be a little bit so like, in this moment when this happened and the stars align at a perfect,
Right.
line and all this stuff, like it's a little
Stats
bit
are meant to be manipulated. Okay,
Yes.
let's go. What is it?
Your boy Warren Fogle is tied with two other players for the most even strength goals within a player's first 9 games as a member of the Senators franchise. Can you think of the two other players that's
In the first 9 games? This is an absolutely redonkulously stupid stat.
I know. That's what I was prepping you for this. Like,
you did a good job because that's horrific. That's literally picking.
I saw this and I'm like, what am I
Danny
supposed
Heatley
to do
won?
with this information? Yeah,
in his
Danny
first
Heatley
9
is one.
games?
Okay.
Danny Heatley is one.
Okay, hint to the other one. Like
2010's Ottawa Senator.
2010s.
Yeah.
Derek Brassard.
No,
too
not
early.
Derek Brassard. You want me to give you the name here before the chat
No.
cheats and search up
Hold
the
on.
Stats Center
Are you-
tweet?
No, 20. No, okay, that's not who I was thinking
Good,
of. Anyways.
good
Yeah.
radio doesn't mean we sit here and think for a long time. Just so you know.
No.
Yeah.
Now, if we're sitting around having a couple of beers,
Well, then spit it out.
I can wait for you, Steve. But
Who was it?
It is
None of us are
Ryan
gonna get it.
DeZingle. It is Ryan DeZingle.
Yeah.
Zinger.
Bazinga.
Do you
Huh.
know, he's one of those guys though that if you said name 100 Ottawa Senators, I wouldn't name it. You know
No,
what I mean?
it's true.
Like,
Yeah. The only one I've not got him for that. I'm trying to think of a dead, but no one came in. Yeah, wowed off a deadline. Heatley was the only.
I appreciate Tanner was. Julian got Mr. 50 in 07.
Yeah.
Danny Heatley.
Oh.
Heater and Eric Comrie.
Oh, there's a
Said
name.
Ben.
Omri.
Good guess.
bad one.
Sens legend Alex Burrows, who did score 2 or 3 in his first
Yep.
couple of
Came in
games.
hot.
Didn't he have 2 against Vancouver in his first game against his old team? I
Don't know
like
for sure.
feel like he did. Bobby Ryan was a guess. But he
A lot
meant
of guys
by,
even deadline.
he meant by Ryan, he meant Ryan DeZingle, not Bobby Ryan.
Yeah, of course.
That's
All right,
not
Ben
true.
Sublier. Like, let's simmer down
Yeah.
there. All right.
That was a very Ben-ish thing to say. Bobby Ryan. No, Ryan DeZingle I meant. Yeah, no, I meant Ryan.
Of course. Yes.
Right.
All that said, okay, let's get into the head of Travis Green. He's on the plane, maybe right now. What's he thinking?
On Scotch number. Yeah. Don't let it get empty.
Yeah, no,
he's
that's
rubbing his
probably a good-
forehead.
Yeah.
Don't
Don't.
just to the whoever's serving.
Yeah.
Don't let me see the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's rubbing his forehead. He's kicking back
Yeah.
in the chair. He's like, oh, what do we do here? I don't want to look at this iPad any longer.
No.
Okay, Zach, if you had to guess, do you think it's Yakimchuk and Hamara being called up or just Yakimchuk?
I think it's going to be just Yakimchuk.
'Kay.
I'd be shocked. shouldn't say shocked, but I'd be a little surprised if it's Hamara. I know it's a case of necessity and what they need right now, but I just
No, you've been watching them.
Yeah, so I
Well,
just
and if both got called up, how many would that leave with Belleville? How many would that leave Belleville with?
well, I mean, they could always
Is
go and
Donovan
call up
still
some
out?
guys from the ECHL if
For
they
sure.
need to. So that shouldn't be that much of an issue there. There are some play like they'll still have Bolduc, they'll still have Touré. Another player that's a left-handed shot, but he's on an AHL contract is Scott Harrington. He actually played in the NHL, but he's bounced around to like every he's bounced around in every league you could possibly think of he has played. So unless they're like, use the veteran experience, I doubt that he's going to clear a waiver, put him on waivers and get him up to the NHL levels. So
Tanner says, can I put myself?
Yeah, now it was like 3 years ago. Sorry, his last game. So
yeah, he's got an AHL deal. They can't call him up. So
no.
Can I put myself in the lineup? You could try. Julian says he's calling Jordan Spence and Tyler Clevin to tell them they've been promoted. They're now his elite employees.
I know exactly that meme that Julian is referencing there with the elite employees.
Mm-hmm.
Good call there, Julian. I acknowledge you on that one.
What a night. Only one game, and it was dreadful from an entertainment point of view. Because if you're not a Sens fan and you're just, hey, you know what? There's one game tonight. It's on Prime. I'm going to kick back and watch an NHL game.
Yeah.
Imagine being a Rangers season ticket holder. No.
What's taking a rub in the forehead? Imagine being the guys in the Prime truck.
How do we make this interesting?
Yeah.
Did you see too? Did you notice, guys, that almost never do national broadcasts, because they can do anything and they can ask for anything and the teams will give them, like especially a Prime broadcast, right? They interviewed a senator after the first period.
Yeah.
And then interviewed a senator after the second period.
Yeah. In New York.
Right.
Yeah.
At MSG.
Yeah.
Like the Rangers were so bad that they couldn't even go like, hey, Mika.
Like,
what
thousandth game.
What did it mean to you while you were standing there? No, we don't even have the cojones to go in and ask Mika Zibanejad right now.
Is this how you envisioned your 1000th game? That's gonna be something he wants.
So they literally
against the team that drafted you, no less. Yeah.
No, but if you're watching tonight too, let's be honest. If you're watching and you're a fan of the US or even a fan in Canada that doesn't follow the Sens, do you even know who Jordan Spence is? No. And do you even really know who Warren Fogle is? Not really.
Not unless you're a pretty big hockey guy.
Right.
No. Yeah. No.
And like all the guys, like they got, Trocheck and Mika Zibanejad and Adam Fox and like none of those guys. Like just nobody.
Yeah. We'll give you two nobodies. Yeah. That's better than
incredible.
Yeah, it's kind of
right.
It's an interesting observation. Yeah.
And they're just
Sturkin speak English. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can he?
I don't see a lot of goalie in between period interviews. I'll tell you that.
True.
Oh, it would be different.
I love goalies that don't care. Sometimes when you talk to Craig Anderson before and other guys, they always said, I wish people would ask me. People feel like goalies are in this.
Yeah. Well, because a lot of make it no,
and a lot do. But the ones who don't, they never get asked because they just this blanket. Like all the goalies, they're weird. They never like we can't ask a goalie to do anything. Greg Anderson was one of those guys. Like, how come nobody ever asked me?
I can see that though.
So okay, so
gave that vibe, but
look, a good 2-1 win.
Yeah,
2 points in the
day.
They didn't, because they lost Shabbat and Lassie Thompson. They could have folded up and lost the game, which really would have put them in a hole. Yeah. If they lost tonight and then lose again tomorrow in Detroit, now it's like you might be 5-6 points back with no defenseman either, and that would be a very, very difficult task. So they got the job done tonight to keep in it, and now we wait.
Yeah.
right? Have we seen Zach? Have
Wait
you
upon
scoured
tomorrow.
the American Hockey League,
I think on the wire.
the wire there, or
Yeah, nothing yet. Nothing that I see.
no announcements yet?
You don't have a guy like the Flying J? Anyone come and get gas real quick late at night? Got a couple guys in the gas stations close to the 401.
Love the
coming.
Flying J. Used to
Yeah.
stop there all the time.
Although, wait, that maybe we'll go another way. But
When you get down the
whoever,
States,
someone's getting in the car quick.
stopped at Love's.
Loves.
And then
LOVE?
by the way, quick question for anyone listening. Has anyone ever been down? I don't know how many they have north of about the Carolinas, but has anyone been to a Buc-ee's?
No.
Oh, I've seen the I've seen those. I've not been in the Buc-ee's.
No, it's insane.
It's
It's
crazy.
literally insane. So
Is it?
Buc-ee's is like a gas station on steroids who then took another steroid after that. You pull in.
All hopped up a Mountain Dew.
No, you pull in. There's like 92 stalls that people can get gas. You walk in to pay, and it's like a full grocery store slash.
Oh, wow.
It is so big. They got people making food in the middle of it. You can buy anything in there.
Wow.
And there's 9 zillion people in here too. Like you walk in.
Only on the interstates? Is that like an interstate thing?
Yeah, it's kind of like a
Fish?
Florida. I think it's in Texas and stuff. But the ones I've been to, there's one right by the
Sounds
track
like
in
Texas,
Daytona.
Okay.
I'll show you a couple pictures after.
Yeah.
It's wild
Yes.
Wow.
to pull in there.
No kidding.
Yeah, of course. I say Buc-ee's, and Tanner says, well, the Reed's dairy manager saw a Yakima truck drive by.
You get it? Because Belleville. Oh.
Yeah, no, we got it. Yeah. That's actually a good source.
Yeah.
Excellent. So nobody been to a Buc-ee's, eh?
Negative.
No, I've driven by. I've heard all about Buc-ee's though.
They're
I-
incredible.
They
Incredible.
look like just a staple that I need to get to.
Well, you got to go and experience it once. They're one of those things that I don't know
Yeah,
if
sounds
I
like
have 45 minutes to get gas. Like by the time I pull in and there's a camera right at every single like place to pull it at every pump.
Yep.
And then you go in and you got to tell the person, there's like 5 or 6 people that you can pay, and maybe more than that. It's literally like a grocery store where there's 8 cashiers.
Yeah.
And you go up and then you say, oh, I'm pump 42, and they go and they check the camera, and
Sure enough, that's you.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's me. Would you like anything else? It's like, no, I got a hoagie sandwich that they just
Right.
made for me.
Yeah.
I mean, incredible.
Fresh fruit, veggies,
Julian
the
says
windshield wipers.
negatory. Tanner says I've seen videos, but do they have PB&J dogs?
At the Belleville Sens games, they do not.
Right.
They do not have them.
At Buc-ee's, they probably do.
Yeah, maybe.
Sounds like something they might.
It was
With that many options.
It was delicious.
I bet.
It was good.
It's one of those things at first you're kind of like, but
It was not. That's my thing.
Yeah.
That's
well,
my.
yeah, you like your
That's my
Yeah.
jam.
Yeah.
One of the
You're
best
not getting a
beers.
laugh out of me.
No, but one of the best beers
Yeah.
I've ever had, ever.
Yep.
Was at a place that Ben Roethlisberger owned in Savannah,
Oh.
Georgia. And I walked in and I said to the girl, like, I don't know your menu. I haven't been here before.
Yep.
She's like, well, what do you like? I said, well, I like sweeter things. And she's like, I got just the thing for you. We got a peanut butter and toast on jam beer.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, but it probably doesn't taste like peanut butter and jam on toast. And she gave me the full, like, hang on. And she came back with a taster.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna need 2 of those.
Yeah.
It's the best beer I've ever. It tasted exactly like peanut butter and jam on toast.
That'd be a good breakfast beer when you're camping.
Oh,
at cottage,
incredible.
right?
Oh, so good.
Get it all taken care of. Just like that.
Oh, I missed one there. I bumped it up. At Buc-ee's, who cares about CAA Arena? Yeah, exactly. They
I
probably have
do.
roller-
I mean, what are we talking about here?
In Belleville, they probably have roller dogs. Yeah, I know, but Zach always brings it back to himself.
Yes. Well,
Speaking of Georgia, let's talk the Masters. No, let's talk about the team that I was telling Tanner about before in the old CHL in Macon, Georgia.
Macon, Georgia?
Yeah.
Who was there?
In the CHL.
The old
which is
Central Hockey League?
The old Central Hockey
Oh.
League. Yeah. And what was the team name? People who are listening, you should know.
The Buckies.
The Macon Whoopee.
Come on.
oh
I'm
yes.
not kidding you.
Wow.
Incredible name, right? Like, who you playing tonight? We got the Whoopee.
Yeah. Macon Whoopee.
Macon Whoopee.
No,
Your
the
team
game,
is
not
named.
after. Yeah.
Your team is named about having sex.
Wow.
Come on. Like,
Jesus.
it's a professional team.
Quote unquote.
Yeah, I was going to say ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Semi-pro.
that means,
Yeah, true. Fair enough.
According to
Central League-
NCAA,
the Central League wasn't a horrific league.
5250 every
No.
2 weeks was a professional.
Yeah.
But no. It was East Coast League.
But we ended up talking, Tanner and I, the other night about the Orlando Solar Bears.
Yeah.
We were talking about with the guys that we met in front of us. We turned around and a guy waiting for the bathroom right behind us had an Orlando Solar Bears shirt on.
Come on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bright orange and blue.
No
Part of
way.
the guys doing that stadium tour, knocking off the stadium bucket list. Was he in that group?
No, the guy that didn't have the jersey was not.
Oh, okay.
We just had mentioned about
Yeah.
Orlando and
The Solar Bears.
before, and he had a Solar Bears jersey on.
Also,
Okay.
Central League.
Oh, East Coast, right? Orlando,
right.
Solar Bears.
Yeah.
Yep.
Matt
Orlando
Carkner's
Solar Bears
still-
are ECHL.
Oh, yeah.
Matt Carkner is he was the GM and coach there in Orlando.
That's right.
Well, and Tanner,
Maybe he's still skating.
Matt Carkner, you could use, as Tanner says, they were such fucking beauties. I totally agree. The guys in front of us, the
Yeah.
guys that we met from Sacramento,
On the tour.
they've been
Yeah,
everywhere.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, they've been
Yeah.
everywhere. They're really good guys. All right, so what's our final prediction of going into tomorrow night, Zach?
Score wise, or
Oh, just like a Carter Yakimchuk call up. Will they dress McDermott on defense? Like, what is the lineup going to look like tomorrow?
I think Yakimchuk is going to get the call up for sure.
Mhm.
I think they might do the extra forward thing because, again, I don't want to say McDermott because that just doesn't sit right with me. It just doesn't.
The player on their roster right now that has played defense before.
Yeah. I mean, if I could be corrected here, wasn't it mentioned that that Green was going to call up two guys? So maybe I'm
Yep, a couple of guys,
a couple
but
of
it
guys.
could be a forward.
Could be. I mean, it also is Jordan Donovan going to be hitting that plane? Like, I feel a little bit more comfortable with Jordan Donovan if he's ready to go. Not that much more, but more comfortable
Just a bit,
if he is
yeah.
ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I think the call would have come in and those guys would have got a car and they would be on the road already an hour. Like, they would just drive to Detroit. I just don't think that driving to Toronto and then trying to get on a plane, and I don't know that Toronto even flies to Detroit. You'd have to have a charter probably. It's too short a flight.
Yeah.
From Toronto to Detroit. I don't think they do it.
I don't think they're chartering a plane for
No.
anyone
no,
coming
no,
up
no.
from Belleville.
No, the answer is get in a
Yeah.
car
Yeah.
and
Yeah, drive.
Yep.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
okay, so Yakimchuk and Dorian is your
Pierre Dorion's
yeah.
coming in.
Sorry,
Whoa.
no. You know
Well,
what? It
now
was
that
on
is
the,
a twist there, Lever Sage.
yeah, no, look, it was on the brain because apparently Pierre Dorian was on the RDS broadcast tonight.
Oh, well, I know he hasn't been
Yeah.
doing some stuff for RDS before, but I guess you mean
He
color
has, but
commentary
to
or
be
something like that.
But I don't think he's done a Sens game before.
Oh,
So-
interesting. Okay.
We're going to translate some of that. See what it,
Yeah, exactly.
unit had to say.
Okay, so Steve,
It's a great day for RDS.
did I get a Did I get it? So Jorian Donovan and Carter Yakimchuk is your prediction?
I'll be bold. Yeah, I'll be bold. I'll say Jorian Donovan and Carter Yakimchuk, but
Okay.
Oh,
Who would a forward be if they called him up? Zach?
I'm just looking through. Maybe it's Tyler Boucher. I mean, he's been playing pretty well.
Boucher.
Oh, let's go. Tyler Boucher back in the States for his first NHL game in Detroit. Oh, I'm there for that.
So
Tyler Boucher was suiting up tomorrow. That'd be awesome. I would love that.
long road for him.
Yeah, I would love that. What about you?
I don't. Well, Donovan's available.
It's a hard
I would
one.
take him and maybe Yakimchuk, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't.
Poor Thomas Chimera.
Yeah. Honestly, Donovan was kind of my first thought, but then when he said he was hurt, because like none of those other guys, it was even a thought. The only thought was like, no.
Right.
And now it's all a possibility. So
I agree with Tanner. Says surely Halliday would draw in over Boucher, but they might call somebody up just to be there.
Yeah.
There. Yeah, that's how I'm kind of looking at it.
Yeah. At the game. So I think we can all agree that Carter Yakimchuk probably has the best chance to be in the lineup on the biggest game of the year. Just like we all put it in pen. Yeah. You know, like I think Carter Yakimchuk's going to get his call up and he's going to be on the ice for the biggest game of the year against Detroit.
And just needs to do what he hasn't really done much yet this year.
Right.
Play
Needs to
defense.
Just do the opposite of everything you've done so far.
Exactly. Yeah. We'll be fine. Yes.
So Julian and Tanner have now brought this up. What about an emergency signing for Andonovsky?
Talk about Matt Andonovsky. He played a couple of games for Belleville this year. Then he got immediately sent back to Kitchener.
Right.
I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening with him.
No. Okay.
I would bet more on Yakimchuk and the call up than I would Andonovsky getting the emergency, brought in for the Sens. So he had a little limited appearance, and plus Kitchener OHL. Like, I think it's better for him just to kind of stay with Kitchener.
Right.
So
Ben says Yak and something completely random. The whole point of the show, Ben, is to tell us what the completely random thing is. Tanner says would think more Andonovsky to Belleville to reinforce, but they wouldn't need that, right? Because presumably they can figure something out. Like, to me, it's just getting through the Detroit game and then getting home and then figuring out what you're going to do at that point. And maybe a guy like Jorian Donovan is ready to go Thursday because he needs a couple more days, Zach, and he can be at home and have a little bit of a not a rest, but like preparation. Hey, on Thursday, you're probably gonna get there and be a part of things at home. Yeah. And you give them a little bit of preparation. But sometimes the lack of preparation, and
it's a good thing.
Like, do you think Carter Yakimchuk thought tonight that
no?
Oh yeah, I'm getting the call. I'm gonna get in the car at 10 and I'll be in Detroit at 4 a.m.
Driving over, on the red eye to Detroit. Yeah. And
I played well enough.
In an Uber. Yeah.
But sometimes that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
You got to be prepared.
That's it.
Zach, thank you very much. By the way, I'm going to answer Tanner's, does Sanderson try to rush back for Thursday? I don't care what's happening with your organization. That's your most important player in your entire organization. You're not rushing him back. Like, way too soon. No. Can you imagine if they brought him back and like he goes into the boards and his shoulder gives out and all of a sudden it's major shoulder surgery? Like all that stuff. It would just be you just can't take that risk.
No.
As a franchise.
And it's not worth it.
All right. No. Zach, thank you. First of all, I was going to say, nice hat. Is it a Cartman hat?
It is not a Cartman hat. No,
Okay,
It's actually
Ben wanted to know if it was a Cartman hat.
no, it's coldest night of the year. It is it's
Okay.
local initiative. So they were giving out toques, so I grabbed a toque. And so that's what it was for. So
Nice.
What are the Newmarket? What's their last name?
it's the Newmarket Hurricanes.
The Hurricanes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, get one of those toques soon, will you?
Absolutely not. No bueno.
shame.
Not gonna work for me, brother.
So I didn't know anything about the Trenton Newmarket series, but I know that this is how social media works. Zach pumping out Trenton stuff. Like this guy's up for player of the week, and this guy,
Nice.
he's been deadly silent the last like 2 or 3 days on about the Trenton stuff. Like nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they can't. Like
They're
it
not
might be
doing good.
it might be 1-1, but they can't be up 2-0 because Zach would be blah 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 and like nothing.
Not going well.
No. Down 0-2, eh?
Look, there's still many more games to go. They got they got games tomorrow.
2, Zach. There's 2 more games to go.
Well, at least 2. There's
Steve McKenzie?
game 3 tomorrow. So
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks.
Long day for you,
Merci.
working
Yeah.
and then coming
That's
over
all right.
here and putting up with me and then putting up with Zach.
One more. Yeah, it's all good.
That's what you're
One
supposed
more
to say,
day, and then
Zach.
I get a day off.
Supposed to say Zach's not that bad.
No,
Like he didn't. You see that,
No.
Zach? Nothing.
yeah, well,
Zach's the same.
you know what?
Zach's always shows up. He's good.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See,
ready to play.
he just has the expectation. He's like, he's ready to go. I like that.
Yeah.
He just
Okay.
expects greatness. All right. I like it.
You've been
Big Mac combo.
consistent,
Yeah.
the same. Yeah.
What a night.
Lighting's the same. But
Yeah, it's dark.
lack
What a night
thereof.
tomorrow night's going to be. And I think that's the exciting thing for
Yep.
everyone. And look,
Yep.
it sucks for Sens fans that Thomas Chabot is down and he's
Yeah.
not going to be back anytime soon. But tomorrow still has this feel, right? And especially now, like, what if Carter Yakimchuk scores a goal tomorrow night?
well,
Right? Like,
that's why you play the games too.
yeah, like how cool is that?
That's the
right?
thing.
Like
Yeah.
there's possibility tomorrow. And depending on what the Islanders do and Columbus does, they could be in a playoff spot tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which is amazing
True.
through all
Crazy.
of this stuff.
Yep.
To me, it's
The fact even they're really still here is
Yep.
actually quite.
it is.
That's what I mean.
And
like,
now Linus Ullmark has a
this team.
chance to stand up and be the star, even for just a
Yeah.
month.
Mhm.
Just be the star of the team.
Earn your paycheck
And if he does,
Yeah.
they got a good chance.
Yep.
So
for sure.
all right, Zach, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time. I'm sure we'll talk to you soon.
Au
Mr.
revoir.
McKenzie.
See you,
Always,
Zach.
always good stuff.
See you, Steve.
Thank you for everyone who has tuned in, from Tanner to Julian to Ben to Steve's
Good luck
mom.
in Trenton.
Steve's
Are the
mom.
next 2 on the road?
No, next one's on the road tomorrow. Then we're back home Friday.
Who's
Oh,
word?
nice.
I broadcast the games for the Trenton Golden Hawks. I feel like that's okay. I feel like I can be given that grace. So,
No. Who do you broadcast them for?
they're on Flow Hockey, but they're
Yeah.
Oh, they're on
Ooh, I get
Flow?
those on my fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get those games.
They're not even.
Wouldn't have.
They're not even like on CJBQ or.
no.
Oh,
That would be
you really
different.
are broadcasting to parents. Yeah, okay.
See, there you go.
Scouts.
There
That's true. The scouts.
Yeah.
No, the scouts are important.
Scouts,
I know.
parents.
I think it's a game changer, and but mainly it's parents and aunts and uncles and cousins and
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are some hardcore Trenton fans, I will tell you that do tune in, and they'll let me know thoughts on the
I
game.
believe it.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
believe it.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Being in the junior rinks, you can see the hardcore.
Yeah.
fans.
Especially in down there, right? They're never.
Oh, yeah.
That's always been that's the team. They've been around a long time too, right?
They've been around since the early 2010s. There was a period where they weren't there. They used to be the Trenton Sting before that. So, but this current iteration of the Golden Hawks, I believe, was 2011,
Yeah.
2012. So, a while.
Well, I just checked Sens Communications, and there's nothing there that they have officially called anybody up. They probably will wait till the morning to do it, but then they'll already be there.
Yep.
They won't
Nothing
skate.
official.
They won't skate tomorrow anyway, so
Yeah.
they don't really have to say anything until the game. It's a 7:00 game in Detroit. We'll be on
Ooh.
about 6:15. on the pregame show. And of course, this is Overtime on OSN. Zach,
Live from Detroit.
Steve, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we will talk to you tomorrow. The biggest game of the year with Ottawa and Detroit. This is Overtime on OSN.